destroying your hair.
It's fresh, you're feeling good, then grab your regular comb or brush and run it through your hair. What you don't realize, it's filthy. You might not see it, but there's months of old products, dead skin, oil and dirt all over, and you're putting it all back into your hair. Because of this, your hair gets oily, clogged up, and dirty way faster than it should, but it gets worse. That buildup can clog your pores, mess up your scalp, and if you ignore it for long enough, it can even lead to scalp infections.
Oh my God.
So make sure to wash your tools after use. And each week, fill a bowl of hot water and shampoo, or even dish soap, and let your brushes and combs soak for 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, hold on. I might be learning something. I don't think I've washed my brush ever. Oh, hold on. It might be GG's, chat. I don't think I've ever washed my brush ever. That's nasty as hell. Okay.
Damn. I just use a sponge or a towel for my shit. So
Exposing some shit. Let's lock in.
Then grab a clean toothbrush and scrub all that gunk out. But if you're washing your hair daily and it still feels stripped and dry, this next habit is exactly why.
I don't think you're supposed to wash your hair daily though. I think that's bad. That's definitely gonna promote dry skin, dry scalp. I think, especially if you have like dreads, honestly, I think a good, healthy wash schedule is like once a month, honestly, bro. Because you don't want to wash all the natural oils out your shit.
Common mistake I see. Most guys put shampoo all over their hair, the roots, the strands, and even the tips. They lather it up, rinse it out.
he ain't wrong about the dreadlocks though, but I don't know about once a month though. Maybe once a month. I say once a month if you're like starting your dress like the first like 3-4 months, but then after like your shit locks up, like you I don't know, bro. I wouldn't say once a month. After it locks up, you could probably do it like a couple more times a month.
And wonder why the hair feels like straw. Here's what you gotta understand. Shampoo,
Unless you're like an athlete, if you're like working out a lot, and I'm talking about like wearing helmets, football practice, you know, shit like that, then maybe every 2 weeks, that could be a good wash schedule too. But every day is crazy though, especially if you have like a lot of hair like this. You don't want to do that.
Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it. But that really should be none of y'all. You don't on your
where the dirt is. When you look at your hair strands, the ends, it's soap for your scalp. So it's meant to be used on your scalp and roots where the dirt is. When you look at your hair strands, the ends don't have much oil. In fact, they're the oldest and most fragile part of your hair. If you put shampoo anywhere other than the roots in your scalp, you're just stripping moisture from hair that's already dry. This causes your ends to break off. So instead, put your shampoo only on your scalp and roots. Section your hair because it makes it easier to apply shampoo directly to your scalp. And massage it with your fingertips to break up all the oil and buildup on your scalp. I use a shampoo brush. It's this silicone brush with soft bristles and it does 2 things. First, it exfoliates your scalp, gets rid of dead skin and buildup. And second, it massages your scalp, which promotes blood flow, allowing nutrients to get to your
This is good
roots.
advice.
I like to think of the scalp as soil and your hair as the plant. If the soil isn't healthy, the plant won't grow. When you rinse,
He ain't wrong about massaging the scalp, bro. He ain't wrong about that. If you massage your scalp and the blood flow, you know, does its thing, you increase your blood flow, it's easier for your blood to flow, your hair can grow faster. That's I think niggas forget about that. I don't think people don't know that. I think people know that though.
Runoff cleanses the rest of your hair, which is all you need. But there's still another habit that's making you damage your hair every single day. Let me ask you something. How often do you detangle? In the morning when you wake up, throughout the day? Well, when you detangle wrong, you actually cause damage, literally ripping your hair out.
Bro, I mean, that's how a lot of you guys ask how I got my hairstyle. If you look, my shit is curls and dreads mixed together. Like, my shit is just free form because I got so tired of detangling. I think my curls are so tight that they would just dread on their own. So at a certain point, I was just like, fuck it, bro. I'm done detangling shit. If you want to dread, then dread. And that's kind of what happened. So now I have like, you know, I like it. It's like a unique look for me, but I just have random dreads in my hair. But if you really look, like, my shit is still like curly, you know? I don't know, bro. So I quit on the detangling. Me personally, that shit, I couldn't deal with that shit, bro. That shit was getting too fucking annoying.
Here's why. When your hair is dry, it's brittle. So when you run a comb through it and hit a knot, your comb doesn't flex. it just snaps your hair. And that's why you see hair on the end of your comb or brush, and probably why your hair growth is so slow. So instead, follow these 2 steps. First, throw away any plastic or metal picks, and instead, use a flexible bristle brush like a wet brush or a Denman brush. These bristles flex when they hit a knot, which stops any breakage. Second, only detangle when your hair is wet and has products in it. I detangle when I'm showering with warm water and conditioner.
Okay,
or after
yo,
I'm just-
I ain't gonna lie. This nigga is cooking right now, bro. Yo, y'all, bro. Get y'all notebooks, bro. Write this shit down, bro.
applied my leave-in conditioner. Make sure you detangle from the ends to the roots and be gentle with it. Your hair
Damn, should I follow this method? Are y'all rocking with the dreads, or should I go back to all curls?
is like rope. When it's dry, it's stiff and snaps. But when it's wet with conditioner, it's flexible and can stretch without breaking. If you've got shorter hair though, you can still use a comb, but just detangle with warm water and conditioner. Alright, I'm not even done. I've got so many more gems.
This is a good video, man.
If your hair still feels dry, even after you're using products, it's probably because of this next habit. And I wish someone had told me this years ago. Most guys think oil moisturizes hair, so they add it in, but then hours later, wonder why it feels dry, greasy, and limp. Here's what you need to know. Oil is not a moisturizer, it's a seal. Think of it like this. If you put a lid on an empty cup, nothing happens. If you put a lid on a full cup, it traps the water inside. Oil is that lid. Moisture is the water. If you put oil on dry hair, you're sealing in nothing. If you put moisture in first, like water or leave-in conditioner, and then seal this in with oil, now you're locking that moisture inside, and that's when the oil actually works.
No, because I be using oil for my hair, so I be using oil on dry hair too. I be wondering that too. I be like, didn't I just put oil on my hair? What my shit like? What the fuck?
If you put moisture in first, like water or leave-in conditioner, and then seal this in with oil, now you're locking that moisture inside, and that's when the oil actually works. To know when you're using too much oil, see if your hair feels greasy but still dry, or if you're quickly noticing build-up on your scalp. To properly moisturize your hair, I recommend following either the LOC method or the LCO method. The LOC method is for low porosity hair. That means you've got tight cuticles and it takes longer for your hair to absorb moisture.
That's the type of hair I have.
First, you want to add liquid, like water or leave-in conditioner, then an oil to seal that moisture in, then you can add a cream for styling. However, for the LCO method, this is for high porosity hair. That means you've got gaps in your cuticles, which allows you to easily moisturize, but also for all that moisture to easily evaporate. So again, you want to start with adding a liquid like water or a leave-in conditioner, then you add a cream this time to add extra moisture. Then you seal it all in with the oil. Honestly, for us black guys, the order of products we use is incredibly important. So make sure you follow the method that's right for you.
Shout out to
Y'all take notes, man.
Shout out to this nigga, bro. You know what, bro?
If you're black, there's 7. That's exactly how you know it's actually moisturized. But if you're still all that moisture to easily evaporate. So again, you want to start with adding a liquid like water or a leave-in conditioner. Then you add a cream this time to add extra moisture. Then you seal it all in with the oil. Honestly, for us black guys, the order of products we use is incredibly important. So make sure you follow the method that's right for you. Now, if the rest of the day your hair feels soft, light, and not greasy, that's exactly how you know it's actually moisturized. But if you're still doing this next habit, you're undoing all of that hard work while you sleep. Quick question, do you go to sleep with all your hair out, or do you wear a do-rag or a bonnet?
I sleep with all my hair out.
If you're not covering your hair at night, you're losing moisture and causing breakage every single night. And if you sleep on a cotton pillowcase, that's even worse. Here's what's happening. Cotton absorbs moisture like a sponge. When you lay your head on cotton, it literally sucks moisture out from your hair as you sleep. That's why you wake up with dry, frizzy hair. Then there's the friction. While you toss and turn, your hair rubs against that pillowcase. That friction causes breakage, and that's why you probably see hair on your bed in the morning. It might seem small at first, but over time it adds up, and this will seriously slow your hair growth. So make sure to cover your hair at night with any kind of satin or silk material, and sleep on a satin or silk pillowcase. I've linked the ones I use below. Satin and silk are smooth, they don't absorb moisture like cotton, and they reduce friction so your hair isn't getting ripped while you sleep. Honestly, this is one of the easiest changes you can make, but it's going to make such a big difference. But these next 2 habits are the biggest unlocks. They'll double your growth rate.
I'm not gonna pause anymore. I'm not gonna pause much more, but I'm just soaking it all in, bro.
Finally, allow you to reach your hair growth potential. First, this habit separates guys with healthy, strong hair from the rest. You need to
fact, hold on.
Condition at least once every 2 weeks. You see, regular conditioner coats the surface and makes your hair feel smooth for a bit, but it doesn't actually penetrate your hair shaft. However, when it comes to deep conditioners, these go inside your hair. They deliver moisture and nutrients deep into each strand. And for us black guys, this is especially important. Our hair is naturally drier because of its coily structure. The natural oils from our scalp have a hard time traveling from our roots to the tip because of all these curves and bends. So if we're not adding moisture back in, our hair stays dry, brittle, and breaks easy. Deep conditioning fixes this. Over time, your hair will feel completely different, softer, stronger, limited breakage. And here's exactly how I use it. First, wash your hair with shampoo like I mentioned, then rinse it out. Then you want to apply deep conditioner to damp, detangled hair. Coat every strand, especially the ends. Now, for you,
I'm actually excited because I'm learning this because I'm actually probably gonna wash my hair today, maybe.
Step, add heat. Heat opens up your cuticles, allowing moisture to actually penetrate. If you don't do this, the deep conditioner just sits on top and you're just wasting your money. How I use it. First, wash your hair with shampoo like I mentioned, then rinse it out. Then you want to apply deep conditioner to damp, detangled hair. Coat every strand, especially the ends. Now, for your most important step, add heat. Heat opens up your cuticles, allowing moisture to actually penetrate. If you don't do this, the deep conditioner just sits on top and you're just wasting your money. Use a heat cap, or if you have one, a hooded dryer. I use these ones from Amazon. Or you can just put on a plastic cap and use a blow dryer on low heat. Let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, then rinse out with warm water and detangle again if you need to. If you do this every 1 to 2 weeks, I'm telling you man, your hair will transform. I've linked the products I use down below. However, as your hair grows, you need to do this next habit, because if you don't, all that growth is just gonna break off. Once your hair reaches about 3 to 4 inches, it's very easy for it to get tangled and be exposed to the elements. So you need to start using protective styles. These are styles that are exactly as they sound. They protect your hair. Braids, twists, cornrows, anything that tucks your strands and keeps them from rubbing into your clothes, the wind, or your pillow. Think about it like this. The ends of your hair are like the frayed edges of a rope. The more they're exposed to friction, the more they're damaged. Protective styles are like tucking them away in a protective bind. When your ends are protected, they don't break off, allowing you to retain more length. However, protective styles are only protective when done right. When they're done wrong, they're one of the fastest ways to mess up your hairline. And it's because of these 4 mistakes. First, braiding too tight. Constant tension can damage your hair follicles. When you go to a braider, tell them you want to loosen the braid because you don't want to risk long-term damage. Mistake number 2, leaving them in for too long. Protective styles should stay in for no more than 8 weeks. After that, your hair will start to bind together. So unless you want dreads, set a reminder and take them out after 4 to 6 weeks. Mistake 3, not moisturizing. Just because your hair is in a protective style doesn't mean you can now ignore it. It still needs moisture. So get a spray bottle, fill it with water and a little leave-in conditioner. And every 2 to 3 days, spray your scalp in the length of your hair. Then massage it in. And then mistake number 4, not letting your hair rest. You can't go from one protective style immediately into another. Your scalp needs to breathe and your hair needs to break. So here's a routine I recommend. On week 1, get your protective style. And then from week 2 to 6, maintain it by moisturizing
This nigga is going off. Like, I've damn near forgot I was even reacting to, I was making a reaction. Because I'm just taking this all in, bro. I'm about to rewatch this video off screen, bro. What's this nigga's name? Hold on, bro. We might need to watch some more. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I might have to watch some more videos by this nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Every 2 to 3 days, making sure to wash it every other week and sleep with a do-rag. Then week 7, take it down, wash your hair, deep condition, and let your hair rest. Then on week 8, you repeat. That 1 week of rest will make all the difference, allowing your scalp to recover and giving you time to deep condition and really care for your hair. Remember, healthy hair doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to know what actually works for our hair. I've linked all the products in the description, and check out the free full guide. And if you want more advice from men just like us, check out this video. Let's keep glowing up.
Ooh, shout out to Glow Up Guy. Yeah. Bro. Ooh, bro, my hair finna be looking fucking magnifioso, nigga. Magnifioso, nigga. Fucking better. Walk into my tomb. Forgot it's my room. Got shit in